Hello. It's Friday, the 27th of June, 2025. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. I'm afraid it's not your story. Today's story is about competing in the Flashback event Perseverance with the Porsche 911 GT1 98. And this is part two of that mini series within Real Racing 3 update 13.4. Game on screen, audio. Okay. Right, Lord Night Moon enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hello. Hello, Lord Night Moon. Good to see you again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Right, let's get on. I'm not entirely sure how long this is going to be. So this is a bit of a weird one for me because I don't own the car, but I've got a shed load of upgrades applied to it because I could compete in the series it was in just while it was on loan. Bit of a weird one, that one. A long time ago. I guess that used to happen. So we're on to stage 5 of an 8-stage competition. And stage 5 has 4 goals. Goal 1. And you know what? To start off with a bang, and for added danger and excitement, I have set up this thrilling event. You must defeat the Nissan Silvia in this Hunter event. Yes, indeed. Are you up to the task? Let's find out. Let's find out. So we're at Suzuka for stage 5. Yards behind the Hunters. $300. There we go. Goal 1 completed. Oh, I had a bonus. Oh well. Forgot about that. Feels like a loss, that does. Never mind. Okay. That was thrilling. What's Ahmed up to? The usual, as always. Right, goal 2. I have invited some friends along to this next event. I'll allow nothing less than you reaching an average speed of at least a 112.5 miles per hour and winning without going off track for more than 1 second. So what am I doing? Is it a cup? I guess it is. I need an average speed of 112. Okay. So there we go. Ayaka Yokotar enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hello. Hello, Ayaka. Welcome along. Oh dear. Let's try that again. And then this time let's focus. Come on. Maybe round the outside. We're doing the full lap. No, we're not. Oh, thank goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. About there. Got a win as well. Yeah, win without going off track. So I've got a lap to overtake Victoria. They took the back marker out without even thinking about it. Oh no. I'm going to need to do this again. Oh dear. So Ayaka Yotaro's put next update is also a disappointment for me, indeed. Very disappointing. It's 8 weeks. There's only 2 new cars, and they're only motorsports cars. And yeah, that's it. That's all you've got. Plenty of flashback events, and maybe for a few of you out there, it might be an opportunity to get some cars that you've missed. But yeah, I will go into detail, I think, on Monday. But immediate reaction is, again, disappointment. Disappointment. Well, we're in first, and we've got our miles per hour above what is required. Just got to stay on track, and this goal will be completed. I have made hard work of it, but as always, first race of the day, a little bit rusty. Kinda always need to get into the zone. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. AMG Performance enters the chat and says, "Hey there, Tony. Hello, welcome back." And Marcy Gamer also says, "Hello, welcome along as well." Thanks for joining to all of you. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. There we go. I think this should be goal 2. completed. There we go. A little bit harder than it needed to be, but you know, Friday night. We got there. So AMG Performance says this upcoming update has to be one of the best updates this year. Well, I'm sorry, but I do disagree. I'm quite disappointed by it. If I was to summarize, I would say it's 8 weeks, not 6. There's only 2 new cars, and the 2 new series in the game have only 1 car in it, and there's 1 exclusive series. It's disappointing. But I'll talk about it a bit more on Monday. Now, if you are new to the game, I can understand you being a bit excited because there'll be loads of flashback events and loads of limited series for cars that maybe you haven't got, but you've got the opportunity to win. So from that perspective, I can understand people being a bit excited, but me personally, disappointed. And AMG Performance says, bro, it's the 9X8. Yes, but it's 1 car. And it's a motorsports car. And this game really isn't about motorsports. Masiaj Gamer says, do you like Chevrolet cars? Yeah. I'm neither a big fan or particularly hate them. Neither or, really. Right, okay, so the car needs servicing. Let's go into, I think it's round 6, where I believe I've got a 2-hour free servicing. There we go, free and instant servicing for 2 hours. So we'll claim that, and then we'll look to apply it to the car. So let's have a look at where we are. So we have completed goal 2. Yeah. So goal 3, I would have thought that would be too ridiculous for you, but I guess you did okay. But you need to do even better than that. Win this next event within 1 minute 50 seconds without going off track or damaging your car. Well, I shall do the very best. So let's service the car. So AMG Performance says they've been waiting for the Peugeot in this game since 2022. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Lord Night Moon says Porsche 911 GT3 2021 event will be discounted. Again, I've already got the car and I've already got it fully upgraded. AMG Performance says, do you watch Motorsports? I do, but this is real racing. It's the whole idea of this game is production model cars racing around racetracks, and I don't think they could have moved even further away from the initial concept of this game. So I'm disappointed. So again, Melvin Lee, Peugeot 9X8, Hypercar Super Love. And finally, the Lotus Emira GT4. Yeah, but again, they're in the motorsport section. Sorry, guys, I'm not with you on that. I like my road collection. I don't mind doing the motorsports, but the idea is the whole point of the motorsports selection is they were periodic, not all the time. And yeah, it appears that they've moved over all the time now. So yeah, disappointed. But it does mean I can focus on upgrading some cars to 100% and opening up their exclusive series. So that will be my focus in the next release. What am I doing? Win within 1 minute 50. Okay, I'll just go around. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I guess it's a full Grand Prix circuit. me, again, it's as soon as the game opens up, there's nothing new to play in it. You've got to win one of the cars to open up one of the new series. Disappointing. I may change my strategy in the next release. I may not hold off doing any of the events. I think I might just do them as soon as they come available. Oh, without going off track. There we go. Well, that was a mistake. Might be one of those nights. Let's try that again. Okay, well, at least we've got first place. We just need to bring it home within the next 20 seconds. Almost went off track there. Okay, only 2.5 seconds though from not achieving that one. Right, okay. AMG Performance says, you are probably the type of guy who watches F1 and WEC from IG. I don't know what that means. I watch sport, but I like playing my game. I'm not going to get excited just because they've put 2 new cars in a update that lasts 8 weeks. No matter what the car is. The Adventure of 2 Dogs, Valentine and George says, good evening, Mr. Tony. Well, hello there, the Adventures of 2 Dogs, Valentine and George. Welcome along. So Melvin Lee says, Peugeot 9x8 hypercar have exclusive series. Yeah, but are you going to get it? Are you going to upgrade the car to 100%? I guarantee you won't. Nobody would in the right mind. You're not going to focus on upgrading a car to 100%, spending the most amount of money. It just doesn't make any sense. Need to say, I'm unimpressed by this update. Massey Edge Gamer says, today I got a new car and I got an achievement. You see, that's what this game's about. That is what this game is about. Well done. Keep it up. AMG Performance says... I don't know what to say, to be fair, but that's all right. Don't worry about it. No worries at all. Yeah, I'm just not impressed with this update, and that's 2 in a row. 2 in a row. All right, so goal 4 in stage 5. It's a head-to-head. It's 1 lap as it should be. You see... This is the Ahmed I know, drive in the opposite direction. It's always Ahmed in these silly rules about driving in the opposite direction. The guy's a menace. The guy is a menace. without damaging your car, in other words, don't hit the oncoming opponent. What if he hits you? I don't think I'm anywhere near close. I wasn't that far off though, so that's maybe not quite a disaster as I thought I was doing. Al Alan Ben asked, "What am I doing?" I have no idea, mate. No idea at all. What are you doing? Oh, a little bit off there, never mind. Feel a little bit quicker than what I was before, but I guess we'll find out. Oh. Oof. Almost smacked him. Now, I was pretty close to being there across the line, so I don't think I'm too far. I think we'll be alright, but if not, I think we'll be close. There we go. There we go, nice and easy. There we go. So that is stage 5 completed. That took a little bit longer than expected. 25 minutes. Got another 3 stages to go. There we go. Stage 5 completed. 750 VP. More torque. Stage 6. Disputation. Can't say that's a word I'm overly familiar with. Ahmed doing his usual. So stage 6 has 4 goals. What are we doing for goal 1? It's an autocross. And it's just win the event. Okay, I think we can do that. And it is around Francorchamps. we go. Goal 1 on stage 6 completed. Treeball Clip says, what is your favourite car in Real Racing 3? I would say right now the Rimac Nevera. It's a great car. Yes, it's electric, but torque's amazing, incredible acceleration and fantastic grip and brakes. A very good balanced supercar, hypercar. Sid says, yo bro, a very long time. Welcome back, Sid. Good to see you again. There we go. So that is goal 1 completed. On to goal 2. More talk. Let's have a look. Goal 2. Win this event without going off track for more than 1 second and also no skidding. It is a speed snap, so it's another quick race. I'm only really aware of one speed snap challenge around this particular track, and it is always this one. There we go. Pretty close though. That was pretty close. 167, so only a couple miles over, but nevertheless it was over. So there we go. Another one completed. So on to goal 3. So it's an elimination event. Okay. Skid at least 10 times and win without going off track for more than 3 seconds. Fine, whatever. Let's have a go. I think the first task, get to first. Bad start because I'm only in 5th. Right, there we go, this should be alright now. Every time I do a skid, it counts as 2 at the moment. That is 10. 10 skids done, relatively straightforward. Unfortunately, that just highlights how easy it is to lose control of this car. Bring this home. Off track for 0.3 seconds there. There we go. That should mean victory. There we go. Right, service the car because I can, as it's free and it's instant, and that is goal 3 in stage 6 completed. So, goal 4. Reach a top speed of at least 195 miles per hour 2 times and win without going off track or damaging your car. Okay, that's easier said than done. I think the 195 miles per hour bit should be okay. Oh, they're all smashing each other up, good grief. That has made it easy for me to get to the front. 195 miles per hour. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to get there without going off track. Might have to rethink this one. Well, I am in the lead. I can keep it off track. I can not damage the car, but it's the 195 miles per hour. That might be a bit of a problem now. Not all is lost just yet, though. Come on. There we go, that's one. Okay. So all of a sudden I'm thinking, yep, this is doable. This is very doable. Yeah, I'm going to take the risk and go off track or damage my car. I know I can do 195 towards the end of the lap. Okay, 195 miles per hour. There we go. That's it. There we go. That is goal 4 completed. Not exactly hard, but not exactly easy either. Right, okay, so there we go. That is stage 6 completed, 38 minutes into the live stream. Still got over an hour's worth of servicing. Another reward earned. On to stage 7. Unfortunately, Ahmed is back, which means more silly challenges. So stage 7 is called Desperate Measures. So we've got Ahmed and Magnus. Not a very good combination. It's another head-to-head. What have I got to do? Tailgate Magnus for 30 seconds and then win. Okie dokie. Hope it's not continuous. There we go. That is 30 seconds of drafting done. Let's get overtaking him. So far, so good. There we go. Goal 1 completed. Service the car. It's free and it's instant. Okay. Goal 2. Reach an average speed of at least 124.3 miles per hour and win without being overtaken or going off track for more than 1 second. Okay. 124.3, and it's again, it's Magnus versus myself. There we go, in first, above the average miles per hour that I need. Just about managed to avoid going off track there. A little bit now below the average required. Back above it. There we go. One more lap to go. There we go. Goal 2 complete. So AMG Performance says, enjoy your event, mate. I am going to farm some gold in Real Racing 3 to max my 9x8. By the way, this event is boring. Fair enough. You think it's boring this month? You wait until the next release. Deary me. Right, so goal 3 in stage 7. It's a hunter event, but apparently I've got to run Ahmed off the road and win. Well, I guess Ahmed then is the hunted. Let's find out. Okay, 1,000 yards behind. $800. $500. $200. There is, I'm assuming it's Ahmed. What are you doing, Tony? I think I've done this now. Well, it's my own fault. Messed that up completely. Messed that up completely. Alright, let's do it again. Easy enough, I think, to do, so long as you can get him off the road pretty quickly. Try again. I don't think we need to worry about counting down the yards because we've already done it, so to speak, so we know it's possible. I've done it again. Useless. There we go. Haven't done it again though. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, try again and service the car. not really about damaging the car, it's just running him off the track. I'm going to do it again, am I? Just about. Okay, there we go. That wasn't the best, but we did it. So I believe that is goal 3 done. Or am I getting ahead of myself? Yeah, goal 3 completed. Right. Goal 4. Let's not worry about the details. Win within 1 minute 20 without going off track. Okay. In other words, foot down, focus. Try that one again. Worried that might cost me, but we're in first. Just a case of bringing it home in the time allowed. I think I've done it. There we go. There we go. So in the end, that one was okay. So that is stage 7 completed. One more stage to go. So we've done 3 stages this evening in 51 seconds. That's not too bad. White Pro 7108 says hi. Hello. Welcome along, White Pro. Good to see you again. And Aloe also says hi. Hi, Aloe. Good to see you also. And Eunice enters the chat as well and says hi. And what they always say, which is good luck. Thank you very much, as always. And asks, is brake assist turned off in the settings? Yes, it is. You can normally tell. I'll show you how you can always tell when you're watching. It does come up on screen. So stage 8, let me guess, it's 5 goals. There we go. Right. Okay. So first goal is an autocross. Win this event. So if you look on the right hand side, I'll not fast forward, it should come up about what the assistants are. You see there, they're all greyed out, meaning they're all turned off. Just win this event. Seconds. Okay, there we go. Goal 1 completed. Janus says, okay, thanks. Thank you for your answer. You're very much welcome. I tend, to be fair, once I've done something, unless I state in a stream, I won't go back. So now that I'm on 0 assists, I intend to keep it that way. The only thing I'll try to bring in a little bit, and it will happen over time, will be the sensitivity of the steering, which currently sits at 5. So I'll bring that in over a period of time. Right, on to goal 2. It's a head-to-head with lots of information about what I need to do. So let me have a look at that one. Reach an average speed of 108.1 miles per hour and win without going off track or skidding. Win, be fast, focus. Well, I'm not doing very well in terms of my average miles per hour at this moment in time. Come on. All right. Oh dear. Did brake a little bit too late there. Not to worry. We'll get this done. Let's go. Try this again. No skidding. So White Pro has put, I struggle with a goal in Speed Rush TV that said, win this race without skidding, but the Audi in the event was easy to skid. Yeah. Yeah, well, you saw what just happened there. I skidded myself. Yeah. It's a balance between pushing and not pushing too hard. And if you're accelerating, just don't do it while you're turning. It's quite difficult. Oh dear. So close to going off then. Right, I need to brake early here as well. There you go. Keep it up. Keep it up. there we go. Alright, that was quite tough. Found that quite hard. But we did do it. So White Pro says, but it feels almost impossible to skid in an F1 car unless you're going really, really fast. Or very, very slow, I would suggest to that. And again, it is all to do with downforce. And again, that is one of the really cool features within Real Racing 3, in that all the cars feel and drive very differently. I do think that is probably the best feature in Real Racing 3. The cars all drive very differently based on their own sort of settings. That is my favourite part of the game. Right, what have I got to do? Win without going off track or damaging your card, and it's just head-to-heads. Okay. I'll take this. So this is goal 3 with 2 more goals after this, but I've got to do 3 head-to-heads, of which this is only the first. No off track, no skidding, and you've got to win. There we go, that is first. Oh, I only had to do one of them. Oh, there we go. Right, so that moves us on to goal 4. Goal 4 is a speed snap. How on earth did I not win this car before? Win without going off track. All right, 140 miles per hour as well. Nowhere near there. Need to improve that. 136. Need to get to 140. In fact, I think I need to do better than 140, because don't I have to win? Win without going off track, yeah. That was just slightly better. Let's try this again. We might be here a while. We might be stuck on this one. Maybe this is where I got stuck before, I don't know. I feel though I can do this one. 138 that time. 139. Okay, let's see what we can do. It is all about the acceleration out of that corner. So can we go just a little bit quicker? There's the problem with this car. There's the problem with this car. It slides, and then you've lost it, and then you're off track. But let's get this done. We're only 2 goals away. $139 is the best we've done. I'm convinced I can do better. Or maybe not. 139.56. Well, we are getting closer, but we're still a mile per hour behind. So let's give this another go. We will get this, I'm convinced of it. It might take a bit of time though. Fortunately, time is on our side. Again, it's getting that acceleration on when you're in the straight and not when you're turning, otherwise you lose it. Or you skid and you get off track. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. So I probably need to go even slower so I can accelerate out a lot earlier. Try that again. So Eloise says skidding is allowed. Yeah, but skidding slows you down. That's the problem. Is as soon as you skid, you lose downforce, and when you lose downforce, you can't accelerate. So it's being able to accelerate cleanly out of this corner. Oh, you see, that was close. I reckon that's got to be in the 140s. There we go. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I think I've got the right strategy. I'm just not quite executing that strategy as it needs to be executed. We can do this. So you are correct. Skidding is allowed, but skidding will cause you to slow down. So the key is not to skid. I mean, it doesn't matter if I skid here, but in terms of this corner coming up, you need to be able to accelerate out and cleanly. There we go. 139.24. falling short. 139.63. We've had over 140, but we need to get 100. We basically need to get 141. Oh dear. Not achieving it at the moment, not getting anywhere near. Nowhere near. There you go, that's the problem. The acceleration on too early before the turnings finish, and I skid, and I either go off track or I've lost the momentum with the acceleration. There we go. We got there in the end. You know what? I think that deserves a replay. 140.34. Okay. Okay. I managed to get third. First. Watch replay. There we go. So Eloise says, I think you can use the whole width of the track when it's entering and exiting corners. Also, some weaving along the straight might help. Well, I think you saw there, that was the key. Not so much the weaving, but the using as much as that corner possible. There we go. There we go. That was tough. Well, we got there. We did it. Perseverance. Hence the title of this event. So, Majesta Freaka asks how much upgrades you have. Well, to be fair, I have quite a few. It's a bit weird. I've not actually spent any upgrades on the car this event, and I don't own the car, but it already had upgrades on it, so I must have upgraded it in the past to complete the series it was in. And for some reason, I was loaned the car. So here we go. This is the final goal. So in terms of what the car's upgraded to, it's 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3. So it's got some serious upgrades on it. The recommended PR is 71.7, and the car is a little bit higher than that at 72.8. So goal 5 of 5 on the final stage. 2 laps. Head to head. 2 laps head to head. Can't say I like that. But simple task, win the event. So I'm assuming this car must be better than their car must be better than this. Yeah. There we go. This is to complete the event and strangely win the car. But as I said, I've not spent any gold, but I don't own the car. It's a bit of a weird one. So basically, this car is in a series all on its own, and for that series, I was loaned the car, and it was still showing as a loaned car. So all I would have done is gone, okay, well, I'll complete the series and upgrade it, I guess, accordingly. Of course, the other option is the last time I did this event, I struggled, applied a number of upgrades and still couldn't achieve it. Both could be true. So I don't think it said anything about going off track. So yeah, there we go. Little shortcut there just to extend that lead. Just to make absolutely certain, as it is the final goal in stage 8. So Alan Ben asks, do I play a particular game? I guess it is. The answer is no, I've never even heard of it. Sorry, my friend. And Alois says, well done for the previous event, 8.4. And Majesta Fritzker says, I'm trying to do 8.4 on 15 upgrades. Well, I'll tell you what, best of luck, mate, because it's hard. It's very hard. I was lucky to do it on the upgrades that I've got applied, which I think is 25. And it took a number of attempts to do it. Right, there we go. That is victory. Goal completed. Stage 8 completed. Fingers crossed. Car won. Another car added to the garage. I don't know how to feel about this car. From the front it looks pretty impressive, but the back not so much. There we go. Stage 8 complete. The rewards. 10 gold and the card and some VP. There's the car. We've got the car at last. And guess what? Nothing to race it in. Oh dear. And we've also earned some additional gold through the VP points. So there we go. Event completed. And that is the last event on update 13.4. All the other events are completed. The only events that are currently open is the weekly time trial and the Sebring Challenge time trial competition. So if we go into the rewards, we'll collect the R$, and we'll obviously collect the gold. Now here's a weird thing. So the grand prize was 50 gold because I'd already got the car. But I'm just about to earn 60 gold, which is more than the grand prize. Real Racing 3 is weird sometimes. But there we go. That is the event done. A bit of a strange event. Definitely tiers 7 and 8 were the most fun. Tier 8 being very hard. If people can do it in less than obviously what I did, I'd take my hat off to them, especially specifically that speed snap. That is very tough to get right. So that takes my tally up to 1,603, and it should mean come Monday's stream, where we'll have a look at what's coming in update 13.5. I should have over 1,700 gold. Right. So Eloise said, did you win the Jaguar Grand Prize? No, because I'd already got the Jaguar. So I just got 50 gold, which is a bit weird when you consider I've just now won 60 gold. So Alan Ben says, Monoposto is a more professional F1 game, real physics and really competitive. Perhaps you can try it out. Yeah, perhaps I could. Lord Night Moon said, I did 15 upgrades, but 8.4 took me 3 hours. Well, you see, there you go. There you go. It is tough. Definitely agree. That is tough. And Majesta Freakcat says, now I am waiting on 17 upgrades and I will try again. Well, best of luck. Best of luck. So Eloise says you are not collecting the M and R dollars. Well, I think you probably should see that I've got. Let's have a look. I've collected all the R dollars and I've collected all the gold. And I've sort of left the M dollars at the moment because I don't know what's coming up. Will I be earning M dollars or will I need to spend M dollars? So at the moment I'm keeping that back. See, again, another thing that will come out in the next release is the only cars that are new in the game are motorsports cars, which means they'll be rewarded. Any race you do with them will be M dollars. Yeah. So as you see there, I'm at 3.9 million M dollars. I've already got enough, so I'm tempted just to hold back on collecting the M dollars because I don't think there's a time limit where you can collect them. I don't think there is. So I'm just going to hold off at the moment. There we go. Anyway, so there we go. That is the end of racing for today. We're sitting pretty at 1,600 gold. For me, I'll talk in quite a bit of detail about the next release. My focus probably won't be so much the new cars, the events. My focus, I think, is going to be the weekly time trials and the likelihood of what cars will get discounts on them in terms of upgrades. So that will be on Monday. And Lord Night Moon says you can collect them after 5 million. Well, you see, there you go. If that is the case, that's the strategy. Something I wasn't aware of. And somebody else mentioned it. So yes, I concur with that strategy. And Eloise says, aha, I see. New tip learned. Yeah, not from me, though. From Lord Night Moon, who is full of very good tips. Right, there we go. Right. End of racing for today. That's it. So the next stream will be on Monday. We'll do some racing in multiple series. There's a couple of exclusive series and also a motorsport series to race in. On top of that, there's weekly time trial, the time trial competition, and obviously the online multiplayer tournament. So still plenty of racing to be done. And in addition, I'll take a look at update 13.5. I will say overall, I'm slightly disappointed, but there's always things to make from it, even if you're not getting what you want in a particular update. So that'll be on Monday. Right. Okay, so if you've enjoyed watching this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, and if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian on YouTube or follow The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for commenting in the chat. I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you all on Monday. Until then. Thank you very much, and goodbye.